Lujan Grisham.
Wow. Thank you very much, Art. It was a pleasure serving with Art as the chairman of the county commission. That guy can move more work in local government and do more economic development. And I will tell you, he never, ever forgot about the South Valley. Now, before I thank all the sponsors for this incredible event, I want to just say thank you, and there he is, behind me, to Congressman Ben Ray Lujan. Now, he talked about, and I appreciate that, about me being a champion. But I saw Congressman Ben Ray Lujan fight for working people when he was at the PRC, making sure that the insurance rates weren't too high, making sure that the utility companies were being fair. He always worked, he always watched out for us. I was proud of you then, and when he went on to Congress, I watched a New Mexican shoot right up into the ranks as a freshman congressman. I've seen him take on incredible issues. He's fighting for working families. He's fighting for the Native American communities. He's bringing jobs back here. He's making a difference. And I want to join that fight. Now, I'm going to tell you that you don't win an election in CD1 unless you win the South Valley. All right. And just like you are up north, I need and want the South Valley because we represent that 47%. And just like you, my father and grandfather, they dug those acequias, and last summer, I can't say that I did it this summer, make sure that my acequia is cleaned up for irrigation, and I can't grow chili or tomatoes, but you ought to see my garlic. I can't grow chili to save my life, but I can make it. So why is that important? Because if you don't remember who you are and who you're with, and if you forget about caring for your family, this is what happens. They take Social Security away. They take Medicare away. They tell the states that they can block grant Medicaid and people can't get health care. You know what happens to New Mexico when they do that? Hospitals close, doctors leave, families can't stay here, jobs will go, companies will go. That's what Romney and Ryan want, and that's what Congressman Ben Ray Lujan and I will fight to stop every step of the way to protect New Mexicans from this day forward. So I just have two things to ask you. One, we're beginning to see a shift. People are beginning to see what President Romney really is, I can't believe I said that, Governor Romney is really about. And they're clear that this president, that President Obama is caring about us. It's clear about getting people back to work. So what we have to do to keep that momentum is we have to keep fighting. I need to know that you're not going to take this race or Martin Heinrich's race or President Obama's race for granted. Do I have your word? Are we going to fight hard every day between now and November 6th? All right, now let me give you some information. If you're not registered to vote, no more chicharrones until we get you vote right over here. Not one more. If you think, I had someone mention this to me, somebody today asked me if they could switch parties. If you're switching to be a Democrat, you bet you can right over there. And then you get double the chicharrones. You can only have until October 9th to get registered to vote or to change your registration. October 9th, absentee ballots and walk-in voting to the county clerk's office. It starts October 9th. Early voting, October 20th. We're there all the way through the election. All right, so we are at the very end. This is when voting starts. And you know what? You can't just vote Democrat anymore. You got to go all the way down the ballot. And if we don't do that, many of these incredible candidates, including Commissioner Art de la Cruz, you won't get to vote for them. Go all the way down the ballot. It's critical. We've got to make sure that we get the country back on track. We got to make sure that New Mexico is protected. We got to make sure that our voices are heard. I'm so grateful to be here. You guys